The new 95.7 Star FM. There you go, Mr. It's Kyrie, Richard Page, lead singer of Mr. I've been told he's going to be calling in here in just a second. A dream come true on this radio program for me. I'm serious. This is a big deal. Hey, hold on. Whoa. Phone, look at that.
Could be.
It could be. Hi, Star FM.
Hi, it's Richard Page.
Yeah,
Richard Page.
How are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
Well, I can officially retire from broadcasting now, just so you know.
I hope you saved some money.
You know what? I'm actually broke. I'm a disc jockey. Well, welcome to the show, Richard.
Thank you.
Real excited. The brand new single, I Will Always Cry at Christmas. I know people say you've been in retirement. That's not necessarily true because I know you write a lot of songs, too.
Yeah, I do. I mean, mostly I work behind the scenes now, you know, just writing and producing.
So what was the deal? Why did you say, you know what, we got this great Christmas song, let's actually have you sing it?
Funny, my wife has been pushing me to record the song. She just keeps saying nobody's going to be able to sing it the way I've sang it. That's her take on it. I think a lot of people could sing the song, but we love the song. We felt like it could be one of those ones that keeps reappearing every Christmas, you know. And I thought, well, why not? People have been bugging me for years to do stuff, and I thought, well, you know, what the heck? I'll just record it myself and put it out there. And then my brother, who's been on me for 2 years to start a website, finally talked me into it. And he said he would do all the heavy lifting on it, so that made me happy because I'm, you know, pretty lazy person. Put it all together, and we did a little video with my friend Walter, who I co-wrote the song with, Walter Afanasieff. He's
amazing, of course. I mean, the list goes on. Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. Oh, geez. I mean, Walter's done so much too.
Yeah, exactly. He's brilliant. One of the most talented guys I've ever met. And I just said, hey, let's do a video, and he was kind of shy about it, didn't really want to do it, but I talked him into it, and you know, we put it up, and it's getting pretty good response. We're getting a lot of great comments, of course, from diehard fans, but other people that are discovering it too. So it's kind of cool.
I like the fact that when I go to the website, you know, richardpagemusic.com, one of the things it says, you know, yeah, it's about time you had a website, you know, internet when there was Mr. or you know, I'm going to drop some names, you know, Pages and Third Matinee, the solo album. You know, and the fans have been like, they're diehard out there, so we've had to live with bootleg, just so you know, Richard.
Well, you can send me a check whenever you feel.
Okay, yeah, exactly. I need a new copy of Pull, so my son sat on my copy of Pull, it snapped it in half.
Well, people who don't know what that is, that was the fourth Mr. album that was never released. We had a changing of the guard at our record company when we did that album. By the time it was done, we didn't even know anybody at the record company anymore, so we parted ways, and that album just sat on the shelf. It has been sitting there for, since almost 20 years.
I know, that's crazy.
And it's been passed around on the internet, and a lot of people have gotten copies of it somehow. But I'm actually in the process of trying to get it back from the record company and put it right there on the website.
As an artist, that's got to be frustrating, huh?
Well, it's amazing that any album actually sees the light of day and makes it because of the bungling, you know, in spite of record company ineptness. Somehow things work out for some artists, but you know, there's so many tragic stories about great music that was never released or had some kind of problem politically, or you know, it goes on and on and on. But the cool thing now that I'm discovering, and many others have before me, is that you can sort of skip the record company, skip the middleman, so to speak, and just go right to the people to find your audience.
Well, iTunes this morning, we were joking about the fact that we had not gotten a copy of the I Always Cry at Christmas single, and we were joking about the fact, you know, I'm going to go on iTunes because we want the best copy possible.
Yeah.
And we talked, we could record it from the YouTube, or we could the MySpace, and no, gotta go. So I spent my 99 cents this morning.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. So Richard Page has made a buck. But we downloaded our copy, and we're going to play it, of course, during the show. And we are talking with Richard Page from Mr. I am just like, I'm so nervous, and I think we should play the brand new song. Give everybody a little taste of Richard Page. It's called I Will Always Cry at Christmas with Rik and John on the new 95.7 Star FM.
I always cry at Christmas.
The new 95.7 Star FM. I Always Cry at Christmas. Richard Page. The new single available on iTunes. Wow, John.
I know. I like it.
It's just giving me, like, I'm just shaking. It was so good. And luckily we still got Richard with us. Richard, you've worked with some great artists. One of those artists is Cher. Isn't that correct? There is actually a duet on one of Cher's CDs. And now, was that one of those things that you got to actually be in the studio with her, or was one of those you were on the East Coast, she's on the West Coast?
No, she was there.
Wow.
Yeah,
How was
cool.
that? How was that?
Great. You know, I mean, she's really, it's a long time ago. I don't know if I can even tap into my memory banks that far back.
1991.
Yeah. You know, it was nice, a good experience. And, you know, most of the thing is about recording is that you have to have a good attitude going in there, and everybody does, or the whole thing sounds like it. You know, music reflects the attitude of the people doing it. And if you're having a bad time, or there's people are tripping out and bad vibing you, then it kind of sounds like that. So, you know, most everybody that works professionally that I've met, they're there because they know how to come in and give something exciting and give something moving to the recording. You know, so all of my experiences have been really good like that. I mean, except for a few, but I'm not going to go into that.
Well, exactly, yeah. You know, and then of course, a lot of people want to jog people's memories, but Madonna, the big song, I'll Remember, of course, and #1. Mm-hmm. And did you guys pick up a Grammy for that one?
We got nominated. Grammy and a Golden Globe.
That's right.
Yeah.
With honors, and of course, you co-wrote that with Pat Leonard too.
Uh-huh.
And that led up to Third Matinee.
Yeah.
It kind of just goes in succession, doesn't it?
Right. Well, that was a really, really cool time in my career, working with Pat. Pat's one of those guys, another super talented guy, you know. Just, you show up every day and you go, oh my God, listen to what he's playing today. And so we wrote some great songs, and that was a fun experience. We had some great musicians on that. You know, unfortunately, it didn't get a big push from the record company. No, you know, it was a good record.
Yeah, it was great. Freedom Road. And Meanwhile, I I even heard that in a Baywatch show.
Yeah, right, man. You really are up on this stuff, aren't you?
And of course, you know, just to show you how bad I am, Richard, David Hasselhoff sang one of your songs.
I know.
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
You know, this is how much I
know.
I track you down.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to call you later to find out more about my career. Yeah.
You know, why no tours? Is it just because everything's going so well that, you know, with everybody else? What's the deal?
Well, you know, it's like we've had offers to do it, but they were never significant enough to really get all of us motivated to want to do it. You know what I mean? And for myself in particular, I'm real happy with my life right now, and that's taking on a pretty big responsibility to do that. So you never say never, and it might happen. We'll just have to see if the offers are reasonable, worthy of it.
Kyrie, Broken Wings, still massive songs for us, and I think it's amazing that the production value of those songs have held up over time. Does that ever surprise you when you're driving down? And I know you live in Malibu. You know, you drive and you hear Broken Wings come on, and you go, oh man, that just still sounds as good as it
Yeah, it's still kind of, you know, it kind of gives me a little, I get a little wistful about it. You know, it's always great to hear it. People always, you know, say, hey, I heard your song today in the supermarket, or. But you know, there was a time when you couldn't change a channel without hearing it.
Right.
In fact, it was just like it was everywhere.
That song was everywhere, I'm telling you. More with Richard Page, our interview. I'm just like the happiest kid on the planet, I guess. We'll take it back to 85 with Mr. Here's Broken Wings, the new 95.7 Star FM. The new 95.7 Star FM, Mr. Broken Wings. We've got Richard Page with us this morning. Before we let you go, Richard, what's in the future for you?
Well, you know, I set up this website, richardpagemusic.com. It's brand new. There's not much there right now. It's just, you know, access to that one song and the video that we shot. But in the future, my brother, who's, like I said, doing a lot of the work on this, is we're going to be putting more songs, new songs. I may even try to put together another album and do it like that. I mean, I have a lot of backlog songs that I pitched to other people. Maybe they didn't get cut, and I thought, well, there's a reason why, because I'm supposed to do it. You know, there's certain songs like that I feel like only I can really interpret. I know a lot of other singer-songwriters feel like that too. There's some songs you can just give away, and many people can do them. Other songs are just so personal, and they don't resonate for others like the way they do with me. So I'm collecting those, and I'm going to try to put some of those together. And now that we have this website and this whole new way of doing things,
yeah, it's pretty
kind of cool. You know, I just release a single like every month or whatever.
Well, our best to you in the future. Once again, the website, richardpagemusic.com. Mm-hmm. I Always Cry at Christmas, the great new song available on iTunes, and we just appreciate having you on the show, Richard.
Thanks, man.
Yay!
My pleasure.
Richard Page of Mr. on the new 95.7 Star FM.